Have you ever wondered why so many men, after the age of 60, start to feel weak in bed, even without any serious diagnosis? Have you noticed how some simply lose interest, while others even feel like they want to, but their body no longer responds as it used to? Is this really just a matter of age, or is there something much bigger behind it? The truth is that thousands of men are suffering in silence. They feel ashamed, afraid, impotence, but they continue to think that this is normal for their age, but it is not. And the worst part is that while many take expensive medicines, others are already solving the problem simply by changing simple habits. And no one is telling you this. Men over 60 are having their potency restored, sleeping better, waking up with an erection again. But most are still living in the dark. They are losing connection with their partner, feeling less like men, and thinking that it is fate. But science has shown the opposite. There are real, natural, and effective ways to get your erection back. And it all starts with 3 habits that you have probably never heard of. That's why you need to stay here. Because in this video, I'm not going to repeat what you're tired of hearing out there. I'm not going to talk about miracle pills or magic solutions. I'm going to reveal 3 practical science-based attitudes that have restored sexual potency to men over 60. The 3rd habit is the most ignored, and it's exactly what's causing thousands of men to silently fail, even when they're in good health. So if you feel like your virility is waning, if you wake up without an erection, if you're afraid of disappointing someone at the right time, you need to watch until the end. These 3 habits can change everything, but only for those who have the courage to face the truth and apply what you're going to learn today. The choice is yours, but time, it doesn't wait. It's not normal to lose your strength. It's not natural to feel like less of a man, and it's not fair to live in silence, pretending that everything is fine when inside frustration is consuming you. What is happening to thousands of men over 60 is more serious than it seems, and most only realize it when it is too late. But if you have come this far, it is because you want answers, and more than that, you want change. That is why this content is so valuable, because it was created to open your eyes and give you back control. Don't ignore what your body is trying to tell you. This channel was created with one purpose: to prevent you from discovering prostate problems when it is too late. Subscribe now, because here you will have access to vital information to protect your male health. 1. Incorrect breathing during the day blocks erections at night. Have you ever stopped to think that something as simple as the way you breathe could be directly affecting your erection? Most men over 60 have never heard of this, and that is why they continue to think that the problem is age, stress, or fatigue. But the truth is much deeper, and at the same time, much simpler to solve. The penis does not work on its own. It depends on something that many people don't notice: oxygen. And oxygen only gets to where it needs to go when your body is breathing properly. Sounds silly? It may seem like it, but the way you breathe could be silently blocking your penile circulation without you even realizing it. During the day, if you breathe in short, quick, shallow breaths, like someone who's always running, anxious, or tense, your blood doesn't get as much oxygen as it should. This means that when your body needs to respond, your erection simply doesn't come with enough force. The blood does try to reach your penis, but it arrives weakly, insufficiently, without pressure. It's like trying to inflate a punctured ball. You blow air into it, but it can't hold up. And the worst part is that this keeps happening day after day until your body stops trying. You know that man who says, "I feel like it, but my body doesn't respond"? In many cases, he's just breathing wrong. He spends the day out of breath, and in a rush. And at night, when he lies down, his body no longer has enough energy or oxygen to activate the penile region. And then he blames his age. He takes medicine. He hides it from his wife. He stays silent. But it doesn't change what needs to be changed the most: the habit of breathing correctly. You don't need to be a health expert to understand this. Just observe. When a man is calm, breathing deeply and regularly, his body responds better. The mind calms down, circulation improves, the heart stabilizes, and guess what? His erection also improves because the penis depends on blood, and blood needs oxygen, and oxygen only enters the body when you breathe correctly. So the question is, how is your breathing? Do you breathe deeply throughout the day? Or do you spend the whole time with your chest tight, breathing only through the upper part of your lungs, as if you were constantly on alert? Many men live like this without realizing it, and that's why they feel weak, tired, impotent, even when their exams are up to date. Men's health doesn't depend only on medication, but on simple attitudes, such as breathing better. A powerful and simple technique is diaphragmatic breathing. Just sit or lie down, place one hand on your belly and the other on your chest, and breathe so that only your belly rises. Your chest should remain still. Do this for 2 minutes, 3 times a day. It may not seem like much, but the impact on your circulation is immense. And over time, you'll start to notice that your body responds better, your mind calms down, and your erection comes back stronger. This isn't magic. It's biology. It's science. It's your body working as it should. But of course, it's easier to blame age. It's easier to accept that time has passed. And that's it. The hard part is facing reality and doing what needs to be done. And at that moment, you have the chance to choose. You can keep breathing as always and continue to have the same results. Or you can try something simple, free, natural, and powerful. It's up to you. Now, before I show you the next hidden truth that's sapping your strength in bed, I want to make a special request of you. If this content has opened your mind, if you understand that your body is crying out for help in ways you never imagined, leave a comment with the phrase, "I want to breathe like a real man again." This will show me that you are committed to your health and your virility. Drinking coffee without eating anything is sabotaging your sex hormones. Few people talk about this, and when they do, they say it wrong. Most men, especially older ones, wake up in the morning and go straight to the coffee. It's custom. It's tradition, a habit that's passed down from father to son. But what almost no one knows is that this simple gesture, drinking black coffee on an empty stomach, can be weakening your sex hormones day after day and taking away your potency without you realizing it. This is not an exaggeration, and it's not an opinion either. This is a scientific fact. What's at stake here is your hormonal health. And hormonal health has everything to do with erections, libido, energy, and even prostate function. When you wake up and drink coffee without having eaten first, your body interprets it as a sign of stress. And what does it do? It releases cortisol. Cortisol is a natural hormone, yes, but in excess, it becomes a poison. It messes up your internal balance. And even worse, it starts to block the production of testosterone, which is precisely the hormone responsible for your erection. What does this mean? It means that the more you drink coffee on an empty stomach, the more your body goes into a state of alert, and the more it slowly kills your virility. And the worst part is that the man doesn't even realize it. He keeps drinking coffee every day, believing that he's staying active, willing, awake. But inside, his hormones are becoming unbalanced. The reproductive system is receiving less signal to function. The prostate starts to work out of balance, and the consequence is only one: loss of potency. Not all at once, but silently, in stages. It starts with discouragement. Then comes the lack of sexual appetite. Then the erection starts to weaken until it simply disappears. And all of this because the body is being fed the wrong way in the first hour of the day. But why does this affect men over 60 so much? Simple. Because with age, the body no longer produces the same hormone levels as before. The organism is more sensitive, more vulnerable. It needs stability. It needs food security. And when you offer caffeine, before offering any real source of energy, such as protein, good fat, or minerals, you mess up this system even more. It's like waking the body up with a fright. It may even work on the outside, but on the inside, you're destroying everything that still sustains your masculinity. And here's what no one told you. Testosterone, which is the hormone of desire, strength, and erection, needs good fat and natural cholesterol to be produced. The body produces testosterone from nutrients, If you wake up and just drink coffee without anything to feed your glands, you're delivering caffeine to an empty system. And then how does it react? With defense, with stress, with hormonal blockage. And once again, the man feels tired, unproductive, and weak. But he thinks it's just age. This is why many older men are becoming weak in bed. It's not a lack of desire. It's not just an emotional problem. It's the wrong way to start the day. If you want to change this, start breaking this cycle now. Before you drink coffee, eat something real. It could be a whole egg with olive oil. It could be an avocado. It could be a ripe banana with natural peanut butter. Or even a spoonful of coconut oil or pure olive oil. Does it seem too simple to make a difference? Well, that's exactly what makes the difference. Small changes that feed the body in the right way, at the right time. This is taking care of your health. This is prevention. This is protecting your prostate. This is getting your erection back. And make no mistake, no one is going to teach you this on TV. Few doctors are going to tell you this in their office. Because what makes a profit is selling the blue pill, pushing synthetic hormones, treating the symptoms. But here, you are learning to attack the cause, to really take care of your body, to understand that health doesn't come in a capsule. It starts on your plate. Now that you understand this, it is impossible to keep repeating the same mistakes. But if you have come this far and feel like you have finally realized it, I want to invite you to do something simple. Leave a comment with the phrase, "I will stop drinking coffee on an empty stomach." This will show me that you understand what needs to change and that you are willing to take the next step towards your recovery. Because those who take care of their health first avoid illness later. Rubbing too hard when urinating weakens the nerves in the penile region. There are things that we do automatically, so automatically that we don't even realize we are doing them. And when someone calls you out on it, the first reaction is to doubt it. But there is a simple habit, common among men, especially older ones, that could be seriously compromising your penile health. A gesture that seems harmless, but is causing micro damage day after day until the erection starts to fail, and no one understands why. This habit is rubbing, shaking, or squeezing the penis hard after urinating. And yes, this is causing much more harm than you imagine. You might be thinking right now, but I've always done that. And that's exactly the problem. Repeating a wrong movement, done aggressively or carelessly, can cause micro injuries to the peripheral nerves at the base of the penis. And these nerves are the same ones responsible for conducting sexual arousal signals from the brain to the organ. In other words, when you're stimulated, these nerves are what make an erection happen. But when they are damaged, inflamed, or insensitive, due to years and years of excessive friction, the sexual response starts to fail. There's no point in taking medication. There's no point in trying to increase testosterone. There's no point in looking for 1,000 external solutions if in practice your body itself is no longer reacting as it should. And it's not because you're unknowingly hurting the area without giving it time to recover. The penis is an extremely sensitive organ. It wasn't made to be handled violently, and much less in a hurry. But what you see most are men squeezing it hard, shaking it angrily, as if they were trying to brutally remove what's left of the urine. And this accumulates trauma. Over time, these micro-traumas generate what doctors call progressive desensitization. The area begins to lose its ability to respond. The stimulus comes, but the body doesn't understand it. It's as if the button that used to turn on the erection is not working properly. Sometimes it works. Most of the time it fails. And this affects everything: self-esteem, desire, relationships, and even prostate health. Yes, because an inflamed prostate can be aggravated by habits that generate tension or continuous aggression to the pelvic region. Everything is connected. And when a man feels that something has changed, that his erection is no longer the same, he looks for an answer outside. He thinks it's age, he thinks it's stress, he thinks he needs the pill. But he doesn't realize that the way he treats his own body is causing his virility to weaken. And the worst part, many still think it's funny. They make jokes. They repeat the same movements for years without ever questioning whether it's right. Now that you're hearing this, you have two choices. Pretend it doesn't happen to you and continue on autopilot. Or stop and think more carefully. The way you treat your body says a lot about the value you place on your health. And if you want to get your erection back, maintain sensitivity, and protect your prostate, you need to start being more gentle with the area that supports all of this. Ideally, after urinating, gently squeeze just the base of the penis with 2 fingers without shaking or rubbing the tip. And if there is still some urine residue, gently use soft paper, as if you were cleaning a wound. Because yes, that area, if poorly treated, can become an invisible wound. And no one wants to get to that point. Preserving the nerves in the area is preserving your ability to feel, to react, to live your masculinity with strength and dignity. This is not a whim. It is self-care. It is respect for your body. Now, if this has sunk in for you, if for the first time you have understood that the way you treat your body may be silently killing your erection, I want you to prove to me that you are committed to your health. Leave the phrase, "I will treat my body with more respect," in the comments. This will show me that you are not here out of curiosity, but because you have truly decided to regain your strength. And if you do, I will be here to guide you every step of the way on this journey. Because there is still something very important that you need to know, and now I will reveal it to you. Now that you know these 3 habits, you have already taken the first step to regaining your erection, even after 60. The promise of the title has been fulfilled, and I hope that this has awakened in you not only hope, but also action. Talk to your urologist, discuss any symptoms, and keep your exams up to date. Taking care of your health is a sign of strength, not weakness. If you have made it this far, congratulations. This shows that you really care about your health and want to avoid problems before it is too late. I would like to invite you to leave a comment saying that you watched the entire video so that I can get to know you and see who is truly committed to taking care of their men's health. Also, check now to see if you are already subscribed to the channel. If not, click the subscribe button. Take advantage and leave your like. Share this video with other men who need to know about this. Most men only realize that something is wrong with their prostate when it is too late. In the first pinned comment, I left a link to a playlist that can prevent this from happening to you. Watch it now before it is too late.